Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Warts ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Got his man in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Handoff to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
From the gun, the ground game. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in the gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. With jet sweep pass. Crosses the 45. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Off the play fake on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A strike between defenders. Push down for the tackle.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And as a defense, that's why you want to avoid 3rd and short moving forward. It's really hard to defend that slant. That's a bang-bang play the offense knows they can execute in their sleep. Defense will have to do better early in the drive moving forward.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They go to the ground. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Williams will pass. Got the back over the middle. Oh, he got loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Touch pass on the run. Open runway ahead. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Fair catch called for and made. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He leaves it with his back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They're facing a third down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Can anyone catch him? And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Kansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Coming after him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. Final seconds seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hand off from the gun. And the Canes will move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Feeling some heat. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. The throw. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening. Nice job between those two.
The Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They take the lead with the 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, Dana, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that pass intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 17, Georgia Tech 10.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
A first down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring it.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be fun.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Canes. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Alma, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that was just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's looking for a man on second down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
Going to take a shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Canes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Looking for the end zone on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Looking to throw on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Trying to get to him. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start